to monitor the Franklin fire, which started in Malibu Canyon, north of Malibu Crest Road, and south of Francisco Ranch Road. We currently have our IMT, our incident management team, with 4 squads assisting with this fire incident. We currently have 32 operations that include evacuations, road closures, and security patrols. There are several road closures in the affected area. There's a soft closure on Las Virgenes at Lost Hills Road. There's a hard closure at Las Virgenes at Mulholland Highway and on PCH between Topanga Canyon and Canaan Road. There's also a soft closure residents only on Topanga Canyon Road. There are approximately 20,000 affected citizens which are under evacuation orders and evacuation warnings. Fire can be extremely unpredictable, and we highly encourage residents in the fire areas to be prepared, have a plan, and heed our evacuation warnings and orders. Gather all your important items, documents, and medications in case you have to leave your residence. The safety of our community members is our #1 priority, and we will continue to assist impacted residents. We have several shelters that have been established for residents that are displaced. Pacific Palisades Recreation Center is no longer open. The ones that are open are the Santa Monica Unified School District facility located at 2828 4th Street in Santa Monica. That is now open to residents as a shelter. Another one is Calabasas Community Center located at 27040 Malibu Hills Road in Calabasas. For small animals, the Agora Animal Center is open, and that is located at 29525 Agora Road in Agora Hills. For large animals, Pierce College, 6201 Winnetka Avenue, Woodland Hills. Talk a little bit about security. I want to reiterate what Sheriff Luna said earlier today. We have security patrols throughout our affected areas. We will not tolerate anyone coming to this community to re-victimize our community members. And in closing, just want to thank all of our partners, the LA County Fire Department, Highway Patrol, Office of Emergency Management, Public Works, Caltrans, Animal Care and Control, Red Cross, California State Parks, CAL FIRE, Cal OES, and National Parks Services. We're all working together and part of this unified command. We urge residents to stay informed by watching the following credible news sources visit our LASD social media or lacounty.gov/emergency for updated information. And now I'd like to bring up Supervisor Lindsay Horvath.
Thank you very much, Captain. I want to start out by acknowledging earlier today I was able to connect with Governor Gavin Newsom, who earlier this morning authorized FEMA assistance, additional FEMA assistance. On my way here, we heard from the pro tem of the Senate, Mike McGuire, who reached out and offered his support as well. I know my team met with Assemblymember Irwin and staff from Senator Ben Allen's office earlier while I was at the board meeting today. And I start with this because all levels of government are coordinated, working together to keep people safe, protected, and supported during this incredibly difficult time. And as we recap today's efforts to respond to the Franklin fire and prepare for the days ahead, I want to continue to share my deepest gratitude to over 1,000 first responders who are at the scene. Our firefighters, our law enforcement, emergency personnel, our community fire brigade, and so many others have been working tirelessly on the front lines to contain the fire and to keep our Malibu, Topanga Canyon, and surrounding communities safe. The coordination and teamwork of mutual aid organizations and partners at every level, local, county, state, and federal, are making a real difference in protecting the lives and supporting those affected by this emergency. from our dedicated county departments to neighboring counties providing vital resources to LA City Fire Department, CAL FIRE, California Highway Patrol, FEMA, the Red Cross, and so many others, your efforts are a testament to the power of collaboration and partnership in the face of adversity. As I mentioned, I just came back from our board meeting earlier today where we ratified today's local proclamation of emergency, and so that is official. To our residents, I urge you to continue to remain vigilant and prepared. Mandatory evacuations, warnings, and road closures remain in place. Please continue to follow evacuation orders and guidance from our emergency personnel. Your safety remains our top priority. For the latest updates and real-time alerts, you can go to alertla.org. That's ALERTLA.org. And stay informed about how to protect yourself and your loved ones. I want to thank our community partners who have helped us stand up shelters for our families and for our furry friends. And our commitment remains unwavering. We will do everything in our power to help you navigate the challenges of this emergency. To those impacted by the Franklin fire, please know you are not alone. We stand with you, and we will ensure that you receive the resources and the support that you need to recover. Thank you to everyone who has come together to support our community in this difficult time. Together, we are stronger, and together we will get through this. Thank you very much. It is now my pleasure to welcome the Mayor of Malibu, Doug Stewart.
Thank you, Supervisor. Good evening. I want to thank everyone for being here. This has been a traumatic 20 hours for the city of Malibu, and we appreciate all the support that we're receiving. As we respond to the Franklin fire, I want to reassure everyone that your safety and the safety of our first responders remain our highest priority. Malibu strong, and together we will face the challenge with resilience and resolve. Current fire status, as Chief Maroney stated, has been traumatic from the standpoint that we have over almost, 7 square miles that's burned. 20 hours ago, this was lush ESHA and natural resources that now we don't have anymore. And it's going to be a while before it goes back. But that's the way it is here in Malibu. It burns, it comes back, and we're resilient and strong. There are I want to talk about the mandatory evacuation order. It remains in effect for the areas of Latigo Canyon, west of Topanga Beach Driveway, and south Baller Motorway, including Big Rock and the Los Flores communities. An evacuation warning is in place for the areas east of Trancas, south of Hidden Highlands, and west of Crestline Drive. Residents in those areas should remain ready to evacuate if conditions require. Communications challenges and solutions. We recognize that the cellular communications has been a challenge for many of our residents during this emergency. We have almost 25 square miles in Malibu that is without electricity due to the power shutoff, and from that, we do not have cellular service and internet for many of our residents. Please know that we are working actively with carriers to address this issue. We're grateful to Verizon for deploying a backup communications to Zuma Beach, which has supported both incident operations and our disaster information center staffed by our dedicated CERT volunteers. This is a vital resource during this emergency. Road closures inside PCH from Topanga to Canaan Doom Road. The chief already mentioned that, so the sheriff did. I won't go into it any further, but know that we want to keep the street lights, the traffic lights operating. We've put standby generators in place, and they are operational to control traffic at those intersections. We want you to stay informed. The City of Malibu is actively updating all of its emergency information on our social media channels, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Nextdoor, and our website at malibucity.org. Please check these platforms regularly for the latest updates. We also encourage you to get the Watch Duty app that has factual information and up-to-the-minute updates regarding the situation on the fire. We I know many of us rely upon that for our information on this terrible disaster, and I encourage you to get that app on your phone. It is free, and it is also from a nonprofit. We also encourage you to listen to local radio and television. Many people last night learned of the fire and were brought up to date for it by the people that are in front of me right now who broadcast live feeds almost all night. We appreciate what you've done. We appreciate the information you provided, and you've turned out to be a very reliable partner at this moment of need. In closing, I want to take a moment to thank everyone working tirelessly during this crisis. Our brave firefighters, our law enforcement officers, emergency responders, CERT volunteers, and all the city staff who are currently at the Emergency Operations Center, which we had to relocate to Calabasas as City Hall was in the pathway of the fire. Your dedication and teamwork are what makes Malibu strong. To our residents, we deeply appreciate your patience and cooperation as we navigate these challenges. And in closing, please remain vigilant. Follow your evacuation orders and warnings and prioritize your safety and the safety of your loved ones. Together, we will face this difficult time and emerge stronger as a community. Thank you very much.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the press briefing portion of tonight's presentation. At this point, we'd like to open it up to any general questions for the entire group.
Tell us how early preparedness, deployment positioning really helped firefighters
Okay, been listening to a live press conference on the Franklin fire burning in Malibu. Right now it stands at 2,800 acres, so just a little bit over 2,800 acres, 0% containment. 1,500 firefighters are currently battling this fire. The exact number of homes that have burned is still unknown, but preliminary reports are saying perhaps 7 structures destroyed, 8 damaged. Again, those are preliminary reports. 20,000 people are still under evacuation warnings or orders, and Governor Newsom's office has said that California will be able to get FEMA assistance for this firefight. Of course, we're going to continue to watch this, and we're going to get on with other